Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is Patrice Sykes with Pinch of Soul Cooking, and I'm inviting you back into my kitchen, cooking with Patrice. So today we are making a moist, tender, juicy pork tenderloin tonight. Okay, so let's get started. Make sure y'all go ahead on and subscribe and like us on this channel. Alright, so let's get into it. Alright, so I went on ahead and I got this oven set to 400 degrees. And I have my, over here, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my skillet so we can get this popping. All right, so here's what I have. Okay, I got everything kind of set up how I want it to go. But I'm going to tell you what I use, because I'm going to use this right here, my own little rub that I made up that we're going to actually put all over this tenderloin. Okay, so I put in a half a teaspoon of meat tenderizer. Yes, I still use this, even though this is actually a tenderloin, meaning it's going to be tender anyway. I still like to put in this, okay? I also put in a half a teaspoon of garlic pepper. I did a half a teaspoon of onion powder. I did a whole teaspoon of garlic and herb. Now this right here, this is what I got from the Pampered Chef, okay? So this is, and it smells amazing, you guys. So if you don't have this one, you're gonna order some, or you can probably find some at your local store, okay? But it won't be the Pampered Chef brand, okay? I also put in a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and then I went on ahead and put a half a teaspoon of black pepper and a half a teaspoon of salt. Sounds like a lot, but I'm telling you, it's going to be flavorful, okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and get this oil, and we're going to rub this down. Take off my rings real quick because I don't want to get those all messed up. Oh yeah, he made sure that's stuck on there. So, woo, baby. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna take those off because I don't want to get those all messed up. So let me grab this oil, and we're gonna go ahead. I might make a mess, but that's okay. Y'all know me in this kitchen. I'm like, well, whatever, you know, it's all good. So we're gonna put just a little bit of oil, okay? Rub it all on here. Now I did just kind of mess up there. 1 second. Hold on. I want to get a fork because I do want to go ahead, or my knife. Sorry, I have a knife over here. I do want to go ahead and punch some holes in here, okay? Kind of want to punch the holes in, turn it, okay? Because we want the seasonings and everything to get down in here, okay? Now, before I got on here, I already went through, I cleaned it up, and I went on ahead and removed some of that membrane that was actually on it, you know, the little thin film that be on there. You know, it's really thin, it's really light, sometimes you can't see it, and I left a little bit of fat on it though because I still want to be able to get a little flavor from the fat, okay? So I mean, like, this is just really a gentle rub, okay, of oil. You don't want a lot, you know, we just want enough to coat on here, and then we're gonna sprinkle our seasonings on here. All right. And we're gonna just rub this in, okay? We're gonna rub it all over this meat, all right? We want it to be nice and flavorful. So don't be scared, all right? Don't be scared of that. All right, don't be scared. Rub it all in there. Try to get it down in there, okay? Okay, let's put this over. I'm gonna have to wash off my bottle here when I get done, okay? Just make sure we know when you're doing this, make sure you clean everything that you're touching, all right? Something that I believe in, truly do believe in. Make sure you wipe down everything. So you don't want nothing to, you know, transfer over to other stuff. All right, so rub it up, right? Rub it all the way around. And yep, I did it again, y'all. That's all right though. So go ahead. I mean, you can just tell just by looking at this that this meat is already tender. Okay, look at that. I mean, you could tell. All right. So let's go ahead on and add this rub all over it. Okay. Rub. All right. Get that going. All right. Get it all over it. All right. And we're just gonna go ahead and take this because we know we got them sides over here. We gotta get them sides. Can't leave that out. Gotta get them sides over there. Okay, make sure you get it all over. Okay, over here too. And if you're scared to touch meat, it's okay. There's this thing called gloves that you can get, but me, I like to get all up in here, you know. That's just me. I guess that's because how I grew up. All right, we're gonna go ahead. We want to put it all on there, all right? So, there we go. So now, I am gonna go ahead and rinse my hands off, and then we're gonna get this bad boy into this skillet, this hot skillet that's sitting over here, all right? So, let me wash my hands. And there we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. I told y'all I was gonna make a mess in here. I told y'all. But it's okay. It's all right. So I'm gonna clean all this up anyway later on. Right? All right, so I'm gonna swing you around here so you can see the stove. All right, so we're at the stove now, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead on and we're gonna add these in there. Okay. Now, oh yeah, that's nice and hot. So it's gonna actually do a little popping because I got some oil in here that's been sitting here for a while, okay? So let's go ahead and get this first one in here. Right, I'm gonna let that work for just a minute or so. And I'm getting my aluminum foil ready because we're going to put these on some aluminum foil to put inside of, I'm going to put it over here so you all can see when I take it out what I'm going to do with this. Okay. And just let that work. No need to bother it. Let us do what it do. Okay, and while that's going also, I'm going to smash up a few garlic cloves here because we're going to add some garlic into the mix as well. Alright. You still with me? Still with me? We're going to flip this on over because I see it's starting to get a little brown. Okay. Let's see, we're going to lift up easy. Almost. Let it still do a little bit more work. Okay. And it is looking good. And it's smelling good already too. Okay, it's lifting up. Okay. Lifting up. Yep. And we're going to go ahead and flip that on over. Okay. Don't worry about that popping. Don't worry about the popping. We all get a little burn in the kitchen every now and then. It's okay. If you steady your pop, I don't know what to tell you. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I have these few pieces of garlic that I have smashed up a little bit here. Take the skin off. We're getting those ready, so we're going to actually put those right on it. Alright. So, you see that nice and brown, you know, caramelized there. You don't need a lot. You don't need it, you just want to brown it. Just want to get it brown, okay? Almost. Almost ready. I know I have all this space over here I could use, but I want them to both take their time in there. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take this out. Okay? And we're going to sit it right over here. I'm going to move the camera over so you can see it after I put this other one in, okay? So this one's going to be working. There's that one. And let me make sure it's down in here because it's not all the way down in here. There we go. Put it on down in there. Alright, so let me show you what I'm doing over here while that's going. Alright. So over here I have the tenderloin, right? Sitting right here, all nice and pretty. So what we're gonna do is we are going to actually put some butter on this. I have pre-cut. And we're gonna stick them right on top of here. Okay? That's what we're gonna do. Stick it right on top. Okay. Just like so. So when the cooking in the oven, it's gonna go ahead and kind of like baste it. It's gonna soak up into there. And then what I'm gonna do is, remember those garlic cloves I cut up? Yep, I'm actually gonna stick these underneath it. And so I have 3 of them. Oh, they fell out. I just did this first. Alright, and then I'm gonna go ahead and try to poke a hole. Yep, good job, Patrice. Yay, Patrice. Alright, so there we have it. And then I'm just gonna take this and I am going to actually tightly wrap this. Okay. And this other one is ready to get done. And then I'm going to take them and we're just going to put them on top, on just like that. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to get this last one done here and then I'll be back. Alright, so I have 2 tenderloins, okay? Well, they actually say it's just one, but basically it breaks down into like 2 little pieces like this. So I have both of them. They've been, you know, basically seared to brown on both sides. And so now I'm going to go ahead and place this in the oven. It's 400 degrees. Now here's the thing about when we're dealing with pork tenderloin. The pork tenderloin is actually made for you. It's already tender basically, okay? And now they say that pork can be actually heated up to 100, well basically cooked up into 145 degrees and it's perfectly fine. You know, you got the pink in it. However, me, when it comes to pork, I like for it to be cooked a little bit longer. So we're going to be looking for around about 150, 155, okay? So that's going to be about 15 minutes in the oven. And so at about 6 minutes, I'm going to take it, I'm going to flip it over, so that way I wanted to see if it can roast like kind of, you know, both sides there, okay? But yeah, so that's that. So we're going to go ahead and put that in there. I might not flip it over just because it's actually wrapped in foil and I don't want the stuff to leak out. So we might just leave it in there just 15 minutes just like it is. However, if you're not wrapping it like this, because you don't have to wrap it like this. If you're not wrapping it this way, if you're not cooking this way, you can leave it in that skillet that we was browning it in. You can leave it in that and just stick it straight into the oven and do it that way. And then you do want to go ahead and flip it over inside, you know, the oven that way. But if you're going to do it like this, I think you should be fine just like this. Again, we're in the kitchen, we're practicing, we're learning, right? I do this all the time, but this time I say, you know what, I want to try with the foil and put that butter in there so it can be basting as it's cooking, okay? So go ahead and put this in the oven for about 15 minutes, all right? And we'll be back. All right, these are out the oven now, all right? And I actually checked on it a little bit sooner, so I had to put it back in there a little 10 extra minutes because I was like, oh no, all right, because remember, it's always different when it comes to the different cuts. And see, I'm looking at this now and I still see just a tad bit pinkness running out of this, but if I stick this all the way down in there, it is running at about a 1, ooh no, I won't touch that, a 1, so you can see that. I don't know if y'all can read that, but it was a 160 something, right? So you gotta check a few different areas. This is running about a 176, so it's really done. But again, I see a little bit of pink running out of there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this back up because I am poking it and having juice run out of it. That's part of that problem, okay? So closing this back up is going to help to seal that juice back in, suck it back in there. And if you can see, it was nice and juicy and tender, right? It looked like it anyway. So this one here, let's see, let's check on this one here. Woo, that was a little bit of hotness. All right, so do this one. I actually folded over So there we go. I feel it. All right. So you see it has a lot of juice in there. Okay. So with this one here, we're gonna poke this one too, just a little bit though, just a little bit, because I don't want stuff to read. That one's read at is once up 170, 173, 176. So this one I know for a fact is completely. This is possibly overdone. Okay, but that's all right. And so this one I could have took out because this one is actually a little bit smaller. But you see it? I don't know if y'all see all that juice that's in there. Let me see if I can get y'all a better view. You see all that in there? Yep. I'm about to close this one back up. It's about to run out, but that's okay. We're gonna close this one back up as well, and let those juices sit back in there. Okay. Pull it all back up inside of there, and then we'll cut it later. All right. So that's good. Like I said, so let that sit. You don't ever want to get in there and just start slicing up, because all the juice that's in there that you actually is in is going to start leaving, right? So you want to leave it in there, let it sit, okay, for a little while, so all the juices can absorb back in and actually lock inside. It's locked in place, so when you do cut it for, you know, like your serving time and dinner time and things like that, it's good to go. Okay, so we're gonna let that sit for a little while. I got something else to cook. I'm cooking Brussels sprouts, which will be in another video, but you all will see the end result in just a little while. Okay. All right. So you see, I got the meat. Okay, I went on ahead and sliced up one. Don't be alarmed. You might see my plate over there, because I am ready to eat. Put that back over there. All right, so what I'm doing now here is just, I'm gonna slice this one up, okay, and so you can see what I'm doing here. And as you can see, it's just like my mom would probably eat it, because it's a little slight pinkish for her, but it's still, to me, this is like so tender. I should have sharpened my knife. I'm trying to cut into this one over here. I should have turned this around. But what I'm doing here now is I'm just cutting it down, and then what I'm gonna do is take the juice that was developed. Okay, move this over a little bit. Y'all can still see that, because yeah, I'm right-handed, and sorry, I should have put the camera angled it a different way. That's all right. So we have that there, right? I'm gonna put this back together like that. Okay, and we're gonna take this. Okay, this was from the aluminum foil that we had on it. Now I'm just gonna take this, and we're gonna just drizzle this all through here. Okay, all that goodness right on top. Okay, that's what we're gonna do with that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our garlic herb pork tenderloin. All right, we had two, but this, you know, we had two foils, but all we need is one. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and take a little bit of parsley flakes. I love adding parsley to my food. Okay, and there you have it. Boom. Yes, 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 indeedy. Boom. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll make sure I post a picture of the plate after I get done, because remember, I made the roasted garlic herb pork tenderloin. I also made some yellow rice and Brussels sprouts, but you'll see the Brussels sprouts on another video. But this right here today is the pork tenderloin. So thank you again. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, Pinch of Soul Cooking. You all have a great day.